Okay, good. So we are going to start the class. So today's topic is CCNA R&S overview. Let me write down. Just a moment. Yeah, today's classes is CCNA R&S overview. Now, first we are going to understand what is CCNA and what is the basic syllabus covered in CCNA and why we have to study CCNA. So to do that, first let me take some table of contents or discussed in this this presentation. First we'll be discussing introduction part. I'll be introducing myself. Second, I'm going to talk about the IT generations. Then we are going to discuss about CISCO certifications. Then we'll be discussing about the in CISCO certifications we'll be covering tracks and levels in the tracks. Okay, so what is the levels and tracks CISCO certification? Then we'll be discussing about the let me open this. Open the presentation. This is the presentation we are going to use for our classes. Yeah. So name, education, networking experience, and IT, CISCO certifications, and then I will discuss about yeah. Okay. Yeah. So after CISCO certifications, we'll discuss about something called levels of knowledge, then types of learning, then we'll study about prerequisites like lab requirements and duration of the course, essential knowledge, then we'll discuss about the syllabus covered. Here we are going to see CCNA R&S syllabus covered. And the flow, how I am going to teach you. Next, yeah, how to get most benefit from this course. Okay, so these are the things we are going to discuss in this presentation. So introduction, now I'm going to tell about my name, my education and IT experience. Okay, now first, my name is Kumar. My education is I did my diploma in electronics and communication engineering, ENC. You call it as ECE. That is 1997 pass out. Then my IT experience. I started my career in 1987 as a entrepreneur. Yeah. So I had my own service center. And then 2001 I came to Bangalore as a novel network engineer. Then 2003 I joined IBM as network engineer and become IT consultant. Then 2005 joined IBM. After IBM I joined the Intel. There I worked as a network specialist. It's a very small span, but still I consider as a good experience. Then 2005 onwards, I started my research in AI. Now 2010, yeah, 2005 and 2007, I think 6. To 6 I joined a company called eGestalt. Worked as a consultant, IT consultant. Then 2010 I started doing my basic research in AI and did freelancing also. 2014 I joined as a techno BDM. Then 2000 there I was teaching. My profile was like this. I was a what do you say corporate trainer. I was teaching online corporate retail, like some of the things we are doing, and even colleges also I was doing. Colleges, universities, college. That was my profile. 2018 I can say become a branch manager, become corporate trainer, right? So this is about me. Now I'm working as a corporate trainer and may continue my research also. Fine. So this is next I'm going to teach you the IT generations. So you see IT generations, it is something like this. First network was basically you have to understand the whole IT is developed based on IP platform, internet platform. Okay, the beginning of the networking we call it as data networking. Yeah, so this is data networking. Then we say voice networking, video networking. Now we have something called collaboration network. Okay, one by one we'll discuss. First, data networking. Here we take what is our main function was take a PC, connect one central device called hub and another PC. That's it. PC to PC communication. We call it as data networking. Here our main function was sharing or exchange data, sharing resources. That's it. This is the two functions. Then we went to voice networking. In the voice networking, we'll be doing take a PC, connect one IP phone. In IP phone, we'll connect the IP phone to one switch. From switch, we'll connect to an EPA PX. From EPA PX, we'll connect to a switch. Then again IP phone. Then we connect to the then we connect to the IP phone to PC. Basically, we call this as a voice network. Okay. Next, we'll go to video network. When you go to video network, here now what we are doing is we are connecting to a video conferencing unit and is connecting that unit to a WAN network. Then again one video conferencing unit, so we can have a communication. So basically, when you started this voice network, your call center developed, contact center developed, and your like international calls become free, like Skype, WhatsApp, all this came become free. Video network, what happens here? your online classes. Now what I'm taking, like online classes came developed, and traveling reduced, overseas traveling came down like that. Overseas traveling actually stopped, like overseas traveling is gone, and we call it as, nowadays we have face-to-face meetings. That product is called telepresence kind of products we have. So this is the product we use, video conferencing device from Cisco. So the benefit is, when you do video conferencing, if you use voice network, we can call them anywhere in the world. It's free of cost now. After that, we developed a video network. In video network, we had developed the video conferencing setup. Anywhere in the world we can do video conferencing now. Now video is actually good, can talk face to face. That is the next generation, we can say. Now this is actually, all three is like, we can say like it's already there. Now what is happening? It's emerging. That is called to collaboration network. Now what do you mean by collaboration network? Collaboration network means, we have data network, voice network, video network, and other systems. Okay, now their point here is, what is this other systems? All are coming in IP platform now. For example, BMS. What is BMS? Building management systems. Example, HVAC, CCTV camera, access control system, public announcement system, like fire alarm system, UPS, kind, a lot of things, right? Then they went for home networking. Home networking means the whole house is connected to a IP platform. So anywhere in the world you can access your home. You can see who is coming, you can open the door like that. Smart homes, we say. Then we went to industrial networking, home networking, cities, smart cities, and what we call transportation. Smart transportation started, kind of thing. Okay, so industrial networking. Next we went to everything. Now the goal is everything's in internet. Internet means IP platform. IP platform. IP platform. Now this is actually going to, we call it as actually Internet of Things. So this is the goal now we are trying to achieve. So this is the current networking. So current networking, if you see, all are collaborated in single platform, where we used to have separate cabling system, separate systems for cables, connectors. The softwares are different. It was there initial stage. Now we are collaborating everything into single system. So this is called a collaboration network, right? I think you can understand this. Next, I'm going to tell you is now next point what I want to discuss is okay, let us start. Now when you say collaboration network, what happens? Collaboration network, what happens? Sorry, what happens is we'll be having a lot of servers, because collaboration network means we have all the systems in a single room. So we'll have a lot of servers. For example, file server, which is used for storing taking backup of the important data. Then email server, where we have all the details are stored, like mail service. Then we have print server. Then we have mail server, print server, and as I told you, EPPX, electronic private EPPX server. It's a IP telephony server, we can say. IP telephony server. And other systems like yeah, and security servers like antivirus, anti-malware, you know, what else, and any other web server. Yeah, I can write down like this: web server, application server. So many servers are there. Just and other servers. Just stop it here. Then we had devices. So many devices will be there in a collaboration network. We need to have see devices. As we written, server is one important device. You can say server. And then we have a router. We have switch. What else? Firewall, IDS, IPS, and wireless LAN controller. Mm, load balancers. There are two types: is the server load balancer, network load balancer, load balancers, and so many other devices. The devices. So now what happens here? If you have all these devices, right? So many devices, so many control. Maintaining a one person is not possible. So this collaboration network become very complicated now. Okay, the collaboration network become very complicated. So they went for complexity. Due to the complexity, they mm, changed they had started giving outsourcing the network, outsourcing the outsourcing data center services. When I outsource data center services, what happens? It is going to Now the outsourced data center services, it is going to service provider started taking the, we will take the outsourced service provider will take. So the service provider said, see, we can take your data center and configure the data center in our premises, in our data centers, but we have to follow some service model. Like for example, I have 10 servers. They say like first infrastructure as a service. Second, infrastructure as a service. Second, we have infrastructure as a service. Like what is infrastructure service? It is something like only hardware. Only hardware they will support you. Software we need to put it. So service provider will give only the hardware configuration. Whatever hardware you have, they will give to you. That is infrastructure as a service. Only hardware. Then they said, okay, I'll put the Windows also, Linux also, platform, whatever platform you want. It's platform as a service. So they give hardware plus, what is that? Hardware plus OS, for example. Yeah. Next they said, okay, you want all softwares to be maintained, even data also to be maintained. Then hardware plus OS plus hardware plus data plus OS plus hardware OS, then um, soft applications plus even data also they will maintain. This is, then finally they say anything you want, tell me, we will build and give to you. So it's a anything as a service. The service models they built, this service, 4 service models are called cloud service model. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is something like your data center is outsourced by one service provider. So he will maintain that data in his data center, cloud service provider data center, and give the access to you. So this is called cloud services. Now, when this is started, the main problem was they are not able to understand how to put the same hardware. For example, 10 servers, if you are asking 10 hardwares, if you put, it's not possible to maintain for every customer. So what they did, they went for server virtualization. So what is server virtualization? They take one server and they in that they create virtually multiple servers. Okay, servers have created. Okay, server problem is solved. What about other devices like router, switch? How do you connect that virtual servers? Then they went for network virtualization. They went for network virtualization. So what is network virtualization? The whole network is virtualized. We call it as software defined networking, SDN. The whole network is virtualized. Software network virtualization. After this network virtualization, the main issue now what happened is, okay, I am ready to do the network virtualization, but how do I configure the network virtual devices? So they invented something called SDN controller. Through this controller, you can configure it. Now, what is the commands? How do I access this controller? What commands I'll give? Then they went for network programming. So when you are using a network controller, they went for network programming. So we program the controller. So according to the programming, the controller will configure the whole data center. So when I say programming, what language I'll use? I will go for scripting language called Python, Go, like that. Scripting language. scripting language Python, right? Clear on this? I think this is the evolution of the network, or generations of the network, or IT, you can say. Now, if you see any IT network, they are actually working on SDN controllers. They will be creating the Python scripts and uploading that to the controller. The controller will configure the SDN network. SDN means software defined networking, and that will generate what? It will create the cloud services. So this is the way now the networking is going on. I think it will be very interesting for you. Let me go to next topic. Yeah, so what we discussed is, yeah, so generations we finished. Next I'm going to teach you Cisco certifications. Now Cisco certifications, if we take, we have two types of certifications. One is, they divided the certifications into two parts. One is levels, another one is tracks. So what is this levels? I'll explain you first, then we'll go for tracks also. Okay, now we are going to study the levels and tracks of Cisco certifications. Cisco certifications, right? So first I'm going to teach you levels and tracks. Just a moment, let me check. Yeah, you want, right? Yeah. Okay, so let us start. So first, levels. So how many levels we have? Level, we have 5 levels. One, two, three, four. So level 1 is called essential levels. Level 2 is associate level. The professional level. Then expert level. Then finally architect level. Now, what is this essential level? Essential level means who learns the basic things. Like, I want to study any course, I will not know the basic things. Here we say basic things are, Kamshia is giving good topics on that. Like A plus syllabus I am telling. If we study this syllabus, it will cover the basic things. N plus, security plus, um, cloud plus, like that. So these all are the basics of essential things. Once essential things is done, like for example, Cisco also have one paper called ICND1. If you study ICND1, you will get essential things. You become CCENT, Cisco Certified Network Technician, Entry Network Technician. I call it as entry level, not essential level. I'll keep it like this. Call this entry level. Next, I want to do ICND2. That is CCNA, associate level. So here I can take 2 exams and become associate, or I can take only 1 exam. That is CCNA R&S, or we can say CCNA X. Okay, right? If I take 1 exam, I'll become CCNA. This is associate level. Next level, here I am teaching essentials. Here I am going to understand the real concepts. Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to learn the concepts. In professional level, what we do, like CCNP, in professional level, we learn how to configure it, means how to practice it in real time. Like, see, I know the concept now, but how to practice it, that you are learning. That is called professional level configuration, or how to practice in real life. Right? That is professional level. Then expert level. How do I do that? Expert level only, I am going to solve the problems. So T shoot, we say troubleshooting. So I'll do the troubleshooting in expert level, troubleshoot. In architect level, we will actually design, you can say like that. We will design our network. This level we design, we create, we design. That is architect. Who is architect? Who designs the network. Okay. So first is essentials you must cover. Then you must have the concepts ready. Then you have to be able to how to know how to practice it. Then troubleshoot it. Then you can design your network. So this is the 5 levels. Okay. Now we take one track. Now this is levels, right? So how many levels? 5 levels. But take the track. The track what I'm going to teach you is basic track is first track is the first track. Whoever is you have to study the first track is routing and switching. So here if you take first one paper is ICNT 1, then it will become CCNT, ICNT 2 or CCNAX. So composite syllabus, like both will be covered. ICNT 2 will be covered. Then you will become CCNA Then we will go to CCNP. You want to become CCNP, then you have to take 3 papers. So what are the 3 papers? Route, switch. I put like the reverse like this. First route, switch, and a T-shoot. Right. Now these 3 papers if you cover, then you will become CCNP. Next I am going to teach you how to go to professional to expert level. In expert there are 2 papers. They are now first theory, then your lab. If you take this, then you are CCIE. Then finally once you finish all tracks, how to become a CC, this is CCIE, right? Let me write down here. CCIE, this is CCAR. How to become a CCAR? First next first is you have to finish expertise, all tracks. So total we have all 8 tracks. Total 8 tracks are there. All 8 tracks you have to be expertise. means you may be CCI. Then you need to do expertise and okay, all tracks. Then experience 15 years experience in enterprise network, enterprise and service provider network consulting. Okay, then you are eligible for CCAR, CCAR board exam, board exam. Okay, so this is the levels, Now I said 8 tracks, right? What are the 8 tracks? We'll see. 8 tracks, 8 technologies, you can say. Now first track is routing and switching. As I said, this is the basic track, first track. Second, you can study security. Third, you can study wireless. Fourth, you can study service provider. This is the basic tracks. We can say basics or core tracks. And fourth, fifth, yeah, advanced tracks will go. Data center, collaboration, then cloud. Then we finally go for architect track. So to become an architect, then you have to study design track. Here we will get CCDA, design associate. Then we'll go like this, CCDP, design professional, CCDE, design expert. So these are the CISCO certifications, and we have some other specialization tracks are there that I am not going to discuss. But still, if we take this 8 tracks are very basic. Can divide the whole technologies into 8 tracks. So routing and switching, security, wireless, service provider, and the security can take like cyber security is there. Collaboration you can take IoT is there, like that. So many other tracks are there. Fine. I think next we'll go to levels of learning, types of knowledge. Okay. So we'll take this. Yeah. Now, if you see levels of learning, levels of knowledge, types of learning, levels of knowledge, if you see, when you say level 0, you don't know anything about it. Level 1, you can explain it. Level 2, you can configure it. Level 3, you can solve the problems, like troubleshoot. So level 1 is CCNA, level 2 is CCNP, level 3 is CCIE. Now, if you take the types of learning also, broad learning, deep learning, sharp learning is there. So broad learning is understanding everything broadly. Deep learning is practicing daily. Configuration means practicing daily the particular topic. For example, routing and switching. Take routing and switching, you are practicing daily. That is called CCNP. Then deep learning, that is called deep learning. Then sharp learning. If you do that, automatically you will get a skill called a troubleshooting skills. That is called a sharp learning. So broad learning, deep learning, sharp learning. So the three types of learning is there. Okay, fine. And the next topic will be, yeah, yeah. So types of learning we saw, levels of knowledge we understood. Now essential knowledge. As I told you, we must have essential knowledge like hardware, software, networking, basic knowledge. Then only routing and switching will come, other topics will come. Next, syllabus. So syllabus, if you see, CCNA actually covers all the tracks. Okay, let us go back to the syllabus. Yeah. So CCNA covers all the tracks. For example, it will cover fundamentals like as entry level. They will teach about OSI model, TCP/IP model, or protocol suite, enterprise network infrastructure, and topologies, T-shoot, IPv4 address, IPv6 address, all will be covered in this model, T-shoot model. Then network devices, switching, if you see network devices, purpose and function, uh, broadcast domain calls and domain exercises, iOS basics, and we'll be studying in switching, VLAN trunk, VTP, STP, PSTP, RSTP, the channel, all these things. Then we will be discussing about routing, inter-VLAN routing basics, interpreting a network diagram, serial LAN, right, and static routing, then dynamic routing, all will be discussed in routing chapter. So if you see 7 chapters can divide. Chapter 1 is fundamentals, chapter 2 is switching, chapter 3 is routing, chapter 4 is uh, services. In services, access control list, NAT, DNS, DHCP, HSRP, NTP, all will covered in services. In WAN, if you see, we'll be studying about PPP, PPPoE, PAPCHAP, MLPPP, all these things. Then physical connectivities of WAN. And what is VPN? VPN, what we study is GRE. What is EBGP? What is QoS, quality of service? Is all we study in wide area network, WAN, or service provider. The security, you see what is the basic, what is meant by access layer or threat mitigations, like what is 802.1x dot DHCP, and what is native VLAN, and we'll study about APKM. APKM is the thing we will discuss about this one, SDN controller. So SDN controller is equal to APKM. Next, we'll study about basic device hardening, and we'll study that device security using AAA and port security, and device monitoring, like management. If you go the 7th chapter, manage device management like SNMP protocol, syslog means what, IPSLA means what is IPSLA, what is CDP, what is LLDP, how to licensing part, and SAPA, FTP, TFTP, password recovery, iOS tools like ping, traceroute, trackman, monitor, log, span, what is network programmability, like all these things will be discussed in management. So these are the 7 chapters and topic discussed in CCNA syllabus. Now next we will see, so we have finished syllabus, and the same flow will follow. And lab details. When you say lab details, we will be using 3 types of labs. One is CISCO packet tracer. It's very easy and developed by CISCO itself for students, CCA, especially for CCNA students. CISCO packet tracer. This will be used, and then we will study. We'll use one more packet tracer. One more software, that is open standard, that is GNS3. This can be used up to CCNP and CCIE level also, this software, but this is developed only for CCNA or CCNA level. Then we'll go to see real devices. I'll connect to real devices and I'll try to access remotely also, remotely or virtual, right? Real devices. So the 3 labs we are going to use. First we are going to use Cisco Packet Tracer. Second we are going to use GNS3. Third we are going to do remote login. See how do I do real devices? These are online classes, right? So how do I do? I'll show you the lab setup. You understand the lab setup. We take remote login and we configure the real devices. Understand? So this is the way we'll do the configure and the test labs. The 3 labs we are going to do. 1, 2, 3. So Cisco Packet Tracer, GNS3 and real devices. Okay. So how do I get most from this course? Yeah. The answer is you have to do practice. So whatever I say daily, possible I'll try to teach you daily also. You have to do practice. The more and more you do practice daily. Study and practice daily. Right. So this is the way we discuss the thing. I think this video will be hope this will be useful for you. Please share the comments and details so we can develop our quality of teaching. Okay, thank you. Let us see you on next video. Bye.